Welcome back to my channel, guys. It's me, Irvin, with another manga volume review. Welcome once again to my channel, guys. It's me, Irvin, with another manga review. This is going to be a manga from Yem Press one more time. Now, Yem Press has been sending me some stuff to review, and I do appreciate that highly because it allows me to have content, but also it helps me show you guys all this new stuff that's coming out. Now, this one is a very, very well known series called Oshinoko. And really, if you have not heard of Oshinoko, or seen a TikTok, or seen Twitter, or seen Instagram, or you probably lived under a rock for the past year. It's a great series. It released on High Dive, so I do realize not a lot of people got to see it firsthand. A lot of them eventually saw it. Um, so I understand that. I think the dub released later on as well, so people waited for the dub. So yeah, there's a lot of reasons why people watched it late, but nonetheless, it was a success as an anime. The manga first volume I reviewed it here, and that was also pretty good volume, to be honest. So I will talk about it here. So before anything, though, if you have not done so by now, subscribe to my channel. Check out Yempress. Yempress is a great company. They released numerous mangas and light novels, and now they're also doing webtoons. So quite a bit of stuff per month. I've seen their Instagram. They just release quantities of stuff, quite a bit of stuff. So yeah, I would say it's the number one company that releases stuff here for us. So if you haven't checked them out, go give them some love. There is a link in the description below where you guys can buy cheap manga, anime, light novels, a lot of them from Young Press. So go go check that link as well. Also, like I said, subscribe to this channel, support it. Um, you can also support the company and me by liking and commenting on this video. Okay, so Oshinoko Volume 1, if you've seen the anime, Volume 1 is just the entire first episode. Now, the first episode was an hour-long episode, so it was pretty lengthy. I want to say Volume 2. I haven't gone back to see all the episodes, how they structure, but I believe Volume 2 is episode 2 to 4. Um, so it overlaps more episodes in this volume. So it does move a lot faster. We do go into the time jump where Ruby, who is her, and her twin brother, Aqua, I believe, they're the kids of the famous idol Ayo Hoshino. And Ayo Hoshino was like the main character in the first volume. Now, she died. Um, Spoiler alert. Uh, and their kids grew up, and now Ruby is working her life and butt off to become an idol. She is trying to go into acting. She's trying to go into singing, into dancing. She's trying everything. And Aqua, on the other hand, um, he is putting all his life and effort into finding who killed Hoshino, his mom, who he was also a fan of. Now, let's do keep in mind both of these characters, they were reincarnated as her kids, but they've lived lives before. So I kind of, while watching the anime and even reading it, sometimes forget that that's who they are. Um, so yeah, it's a teenage boy, but it's really a like a 40-year-old man inside this boy's body. And the girl, I think, was reincarnated girl that died like around 16 or 17. So she's still an older person by now. You double her age. She should be 32. Now she's 16. So yeah, it's a little strange, but oh well. The volume itself covers him getting his first acting job, and we do see Miss what is her name? Miss Kana Arima, who is this girl right here. She's wears red hair usually. Very cute girl. She becomes a very common and important character in this volume, as well as in the series. If you watch the anime, you will understand why. But she, in this volume at least, is acting in a series where Aqua, she insists that he should go and re debut himself because he came out in the movie with her when he was younger, and yeah, he has connections. He really does. So he goes into acting. That's, I want to say, 50% of the volume, and him recording this, him getting into it, realizing that it's another story that if you're in the industry, you would know that a lot of light novels, mangas, you name it, if they're good, they'll have live actions, and live actions are never the best. Actually, most of the time, they're the worst. Most live actions that actually do well are romance and stuff like that. So those are the ones that people really are hoping for the best. Now, this one is a type of romance suspense type of series. There's no magic, there's nothing like that going on. So people are not really looking into the effects happening in this series, but it is going downhill. The actors that are being used are people that are on the rise, and they're really just being used for their looks. They're not being used for actual, talent in acting. Now, unfortunately, our character, Miss Kana Arima, she really, really wants to become an artist. She wants to be an actress, and she's been really seen just as a kid actress all her life. So she really hasn't moved on from there. We get a lot of really depth in her character and how much effort she puts into acting and really being the best that she can be. This is one of her acting scenes right here. She's beautiful character. You kind of learn to hate her in volume one, volume two, as she comes in again. You hate her a little bit more because you kind of feel like she's using Aqua for his talents, and you're like, what's with this girl? And eventually realizes that she has been dealt something that she didn't even realize was a bad thing. And that is, she was seen as a child actor, and that's it. People didn't expect her to do anything more than that, but she does. She does want to do more. I don't want to share too much of the volume, but the volume ends with Aqua getting a second gig, which that is him going into the reality show, the dating reality show. And the volume ends with them kind of saying it's the reality show arc, which is a pretty big arc. I would say maybe 2 volumes can probably cover that. I think it was like about 4 or 5 episodes in the anime, if not more. So yeah, I would be surprised if it's all in one volume. But yeah, that's where the volume two ends. Is actually a pretty good volume. We get a lot of Akima's background story, a lot of good meat into her character, as well as what Aqua and Ruby are doing now as teenagers. So yeah, if you are looking for a place to buy cheap manga, like I said, there is in the description below a link where you guys can buy it. So make sure you are using that link. Thank you again so much for the love and support that you show this channel. Go check out more anime and manga content on Oshinoko in my channel because I reviewed and reacted to the series. So you guys can go and watch those as well. Thank you again for your love and support, guys. And like always, don't be strangers. See you guys.